Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigbel here and welcome back to another video. If my tone is a bit weird, is that because I caught a bit of a cold. It's nothing too serious and I'm taking medication. Should be fine in a few days, but I can breathe mostly through my mouth and through one nostril, so that might make my voice sound weirder than usual. But yeah, we're gonna fight this man here, and I have Dark Metal cards on Batman the Drowned because she does need to bypass that crit resistance. That's on red, and we're gonna have the Joker, the God Killer on Jonestar Green Lantern, so she can get that infinite combo regardless. Normally you would do it with Batman stuns, but that's not gonna be an option here. And yesterday I tried this exact same team against this man. The only problem was that Arkham Knight Batman had a bit of trouble continuing the God Killer infinite combo. And I actually prolonged that combo there. That was far longer than it needed to be. We can tank this, no problem. There we go. Now let's try to keep pushing him to the corner. Bro, come on. How did you have enough energy just at the perfect moment there? It's fine. I hated that my tag-in attack is literally just pushing him out of swipe down range. Okay, tag out, tag out, tag out. Okay, he's in the corner again. He's got the block disabled. We can get going here. And there we go, he's dead. This one's so much better than putting God Killer on Arkham Knight Batman. I did put in the last video God Killer on Arkham Knight Batman because some of you said that they've been using this strategy for a while, but they use God Killer on Arkham Knight Batman because it's far better and far more smooth, and I don't know about that, man. Let me know in the comments if I did something wrong in the yesterday's video or in this one, but it seems to be better on Jonestar Green Lantern in my experience. Okay, so now I'm going to take advantage of this man. Like, he disables special too, so that's a good start for him. He also does some burning and stuff, but he is not immune to lethal, unlike all the bosses in the Soul Raid, almost all of them. So he's going, he got his bones a bit wrong there, and Grodd is going to make him regret his life choices. Just push him in the corner again. I got panicked there for a second because it seemed like special 1 was disabled, but no, it's special 2. It just shows for 1 power bar in the power screen because it's also should have put Puppet of Zatanna on this man maybe. But yeah, because it's the reflective shield and it costs 1, but it costs more the more you leave it active. We should be fine tackling the super move. Yep, we're good. Now let's get Grodd in there to finish the job. Yeah, as I said, the problem with combo interrupting the enemy after 3 hits instead if you finish in a swipe is that if he's not even in the corner, like in the corner it's still rough to do because you have such a slow block if you finish in 3 hits and not a swipe. But if you're not in the corner and you're like in the middle of the field, you literally push him far enough to where he jumps. Yeah, my bad here. Used to mistakes not mattering that much because usually I like have the shield as a backup. So I need to be more careful though. Yet again, the damage looks fine. Though too many mistakes. I always underestimate Blue Beetle, but he's not that easy to combo drop. He's not hard by any means, but you need to be a bit careful. He's not like Horrific Scarecrow level of easy, even though he gives you the vibe that he is, if that makes any sense. Okay, that went well. Now, as far as I remember, we have a cleanup to do. Okay, so this man is low enough to the point where I can feel confident using Manta. And I always tell you base attack is bad. You want total attack or damage or anything but base attack. And I'm gonna explain why here. So Vixen, in theory, is going to give me 50% more attack for each negative effect I apply to the enemy, up to 4 negative effects. I can have 4 active at the same time, but Manta applies 2 of them and Jokerized Batarangs applies another one, so let's leave it at the solid 3. Now we take a look at Manta and we click on his attack, and this is the base attack over here, 2.6. Now Vixen is most likely gonna give me at best, at absolute best case scenario, 4k more attack, okay? Now, when you take a look at other stuff like the artifacts that we're using, or passive stats, this is already giving me 13k attack, and those are relatively low level artifacts because I have like a lower level 1 equipped on Vixen, which the level 1 artifact gives me roughly as much attack as Vixen does. So that's the thing, it's definitely something and it definitely helps you, but with medium to low level artifacts you're gonna get like a 10 to 20% damage increase because of that attack, and if you have like high level maxed out artifacts you're not even gonna feel it. This is not the... Oh, this is a terrible start. You wasted all my shield. Why do I even have Green Lantern in there at this point? But yeah, Vixen's fine. She shines a bit more in fights where you have a class advantage or a class disadvantage, because she can really turn that in your favor. Because like with that thing, it increases the damage and defense against that debuff you get when you fight against a disfavorable class matchup. So that's where she gives you more. Okay, we're at 4 stacks actually. Yeah, also burning. I forgot about the burning. So it's gonna be best case scenario in terms of the attack we get from Vixen. So it's not gonna be that much. Okay, let's focus here. Okay, tag out. I don't know how much damage this man will do, but he did more damage than I was expecting so far. Okay, let's do the third special, because I want to have a smooth corner push. There we go. We apply this. Back for Vixen stacks. And again, it's something. It's definitely something, but it's not that great when you're low on passive stats, and it's really like that. It's not even there when you're high on passive stats. It's very strong in league rates though. Like in league rates, you get nothing like passive stats, and league rates is absolutely amazing. Can you like die already? Like it's getting kind of cringe at this point, man. There we go. He's dead. Now let's get to boss Swamp Thing. One of my favorite bosses, actually. In some ways. In other ways, not really. Okay, so now we're against boss Swamp Thing, and I'm using Last of Joker with Dark Metal cards equipped, EPI with level 5 Sight equipped, and Just League Flash to give me that additional fast stack hit on Joker, and on top of that he's going to also use a North Snow Globe so that he can get killed and revived. So we get more passive stacks that way. So I don't think I'm gonna do that yet, because now he doesn't have any power and he might take a long time. Though we could try, Let's do a vibe check. How much damage is this man taking? Reasonable, I guess. But I don't want him killed now, because the clone is gonna get tagged in, and the clone is definitely not gonna have an easy time killing Flash. Though those clones are starting to have a decent amount of health. Okay, Okay, that went well. Okay, and yet again we get the clone tag in here, which is a bit awkward. We're gonna also use super move since we're here anyway to get even more damage. Can you like die now? Thank you very much. And let's get Joker in there. What? Again, it didn't want to do basics after my swipe, which is whatever. Okay, let's see if we die or not. Nope, all good. Yeah, to be honest, the damage is a bit underwhelming. I was expecting a bit more, but it seems like this fight is starting to require a Raven edition. Or who knows, maybe I just need to get better. By the way, I'm using Special 2 because he has, though I don't really need to, because I have Armor Pierce on my basic hits. I don't know if he's immune to Armor Pierce or not, but this man gets like more health, more defense, the more power you have, not the more power the enemy has. Because it says two different things. Oh, no, I thought that stun would last long enough for me to do 2 combos. That's unfair. Reality did not meet. Oh, though, we're gonna die. We're gonna like die. How did that do so much damage though? That's what I want to know. But yeah, we do have Armor Pierce, but he gets like more armor the more power we have. And it says something on the boss buff, and then it says a whole different thing in the description, so you can get that mixed up. But yeah, the more power we have, the more defense he has. Even though in one place it says the more power he has. It's weird. But yeah, this did not really go as planned, though it did a reasonable amount of damage, I would say. And yeah, I'm actually skipping both the bosses, like I have at half health and close to death both Boss Joker and Boss Swamp Thing, but I'm skipping them because I don't have the ideal team to deal with them, so you deal with it. You're gonna see them die in the next video. So maybe subscribe for that. Bro, damage, like, I'm not complaining. I would appreciate not getting damage to death, but in nowadays fights, the fact that you constantly take damages by being in the fight is a joke. Like, I'm taking 39 damage. Also, they need to fix the... I mean, they will never fix that at this point. Since the whole Suicide Squad, considering how bad they were upon release and how hard they are to get for what they offer, most likely didn't really make the money. But Enchantress needs to a hard look at her entire kit. Because there's a lot of times, and I don't mind this as a playable character because, hey, it helps me. But when it comes to using her as a boss, she has a lot of windows where she has some invulnerability frames that should not exist. Sometimes after swipe attacks, sometimes after jump attacks. She's invulnerable to being basically hit for a bit more than she should be because of the animation. Though again, not the biggest deal, but it can get annoying when you're fighting against her. When I'm fighting with her, oh boy, I would love to not get hit by stuff by mistake. Okay, 50 mil on that one. That's not too bad. Okay, we kind of rushed this one. I wouldn't be too surprised if I got unusual gameplay for it. No, it's no unusual gameplay. Pleasant surprise indeed. But yeah, let's get to the last fights. And for the last fight of the video, I'm going to fight Boss Supergirl with some percentage hull damage and some other stuff for Mr. Freeze. And I have the level 5 sight on Zatanna and the level 10 Sword of Sin on Deathstroke so that he can apply burns. Somebody asked me yet again. I do read comments. I don't really have time to answer all of them, sometimes most of them, but I do read comments. So somebody asked with this team, why do I use Sword of Sin on Deathstroke and not just cut the middleman and use it on Zatanna? Because if I use it straight up on Zatanna, she's never gonna give me the damage buff, because I do need the damage buff as well. And if the enemy is at 0 power, we're never going to power steal, because we have no power to power steal. Putting it on Deathstroke allows me to like get stuff done with Deathstroke in the first minutes, and then when the second minute comes around, it's gonna be far easier dealing with the burning effect and with it power draining, because it only power drains until like half the duration of it, half the total duration. So you can go ahead and activate it in anticipation for the Zatanna tag-in. Like right now, for example, we're done with the base Deathstroke percentage health. Now there's only Zatanna percentage health lingering there. And I'm going to skip that. And now she's generating a fair bit of power. Okay. Interrupt that. Oh, that actually felt very good, interrupting like that a Dark Supergirl. Trying to annoy me with specials. Oh boy, this feels good. Okay, how did she counter my tag? I'm gonna inflict burning again. And we're kind of running out of power, so you might as well get Mr. Freeze in there. Come on, can you like freeze for seconds? There we go. Can we like activate Puppet at this point? There we go. That's active. This also deals some percentage hull damage. And at this point, we get more. We are going to get more damage out of this than percentage hull damage we would have gotten outside of whatever is left from Deathstroke and Zatanna. Because you gotta know when to stop with this team. Because at some certain points, you're simply gonna do less damage because the enemy is lower on health than you would do with the other two guys. Okay, 3 mil per second. Or 2.5. Whatever, it's fine. I'm trying to put it in range for a cleanup from another team or from Mr. Freeze, but with Beta Club and with Classic Wonder Woman and Vixen in there. And I think she's definitely in range for that. There we go. And 200 mil damage, yeah, definitely doable. Thanks so much for watching. Like that if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.